Welcome guys, welcome. We're going to be playing ASTRO Protocol. I'll apologise for my voice. I've sort of had the flu for the last couple of weeks. Well, not the flu actually, it's just I had the flu a couple of weeks ago and my voice is not fully recovered yet, which is annoying. Sort of been getting a bit snuffly and just croaky voice at times, so my apologies for that. Anyway, let's get into it. We're going to be playing ASTRO Protocol. This is a game I was so close to just not being interested in. I get a lot of games that come across my my desktop, basically. I get a lot of emails from different developers saying, hey, I'm an indie dev and do you want to check out my game? And so I very quickly look at things and just think, nah. So I judge books by its cover a lot when I do that, to my own detriment to a large degree, but I just get so many that it's hard for me to process them all. And this is one where when I first looked at it, I thought, no, I don't think so. But then I then looked at I also tend to go to the Steam page, have a quick look and sort of see, particularly if there's, if people have sort of been talking about the game in the discussions. Like often if I go to a game and it looks 50-50-ish and I open up the discussions and there's no one that's even mentioned anything about it, I just tend to sort of move on from that point. But there's a fair few people that have actually been talking about this game, and good or bad doesn't worry me too much, as long as people are sort of, if there's a degree of engagement, that means that there's some sort of interest there. But the thing that sort of struck me with this one was it actually rated 100%. On only a few reviews, but even so, the people that were writing reviews actually really enjoyed the game. So I thought, I'll have a look at it, and to my surprise, this is a really solid game. It's and even the graphics, which is sort of what turned me off initially, sort of work for it. So I am really, really thankful that I actually just didn't pass on it and move on to another game. So anyway, I'm going to be playing this one up. I've done the tutorial, which is fairly short, but it certainly introduces a lot of concepts about the game. This is probably the most board-like of the Space 4X games that I think I've played. By that I mean the rule set is very, very simple. It would be perfect as a. I could see this being perfect as a board game, and a good board game at that. There was one comparison, for example, to Galactic Civilizations, and certainly Galactic Civilizations is also in that sort of board game-esque category, but not a pure, you wouldn't consider it to be a pure, you couldn't play it as a board game. Like if Galactic Civilizations came as a board game, we had to lay everything out, and it would take up a whole house to actually play the game. Whereas this one, you can really picture it as a board game. Let's just get into it, and I'll just go through and explain what all the different things are. So initially, we have to choose one of 6 different factions. I'm thinking of just playing as the humans, in this case, United Tellus, a collective of humanist institutions founded numerous research programs that ultimately led to the development of the ASTRO Protocol. Preserving the future of humankind was set as a defining goal by administrative governments. Main research is ultimately carried alongside with military operation. So what it is, the ASTRO Protocol is like a think tank of predicting the future. A little bit like the Foundation series. If you ever read Isaac Asimov's excellent series, I think it was Foundation. Pretty sure Foundation was the one where there was a robot entity who essentially ends up guiding humanity through prediction. And this is sort of what this is. So that's how it gets around the fact that it's a turn-based, with very limited things. It's fine. It's what it does do. Every faction that you play in will actually have like a different type of homeworld that it can then go and colonize, and also it will have usually one good thing, like increases the network range by 1 tile. This is actually fairly strong. This is why I'm thinking I would play as the humans. And then you've got a core network planets in through here as well. In this case, colonization always costs at least 5 energy, and so that's the negative. So you've got a positive and a negative. And so any one of these, like this one's got a hive mind, which is the positive, so increases the attack value of ships by 1 for each adjacent owned ship, and slow researches is the negative. So researching technology takes 1 turn to finish, can research only 1 technology per turn. It's fairly simple in terms of its rule base, and it makes sense. Like it works nicely. It's sort of like every single one of them is completely different. Like the Santry Syndicate, Shadow Alliance of resistance movements that are targeting status quo rulers, protocol exploiter, so this can discover anomalies already discovered by other players. So these lead to other benefits and things. So each one of them plays, like, it doesn't sound like it's playing uniquely through here. Well, this one's interesting. This is like if you play the robots, automated factories, so increases the base income of every resource from 1 to 3, which means that you end up with a lot of resources per turn. But it's all virtual storage, which means it all disappears at the end of the turn. Hi Began, how you going? Hope everyone is doing well. Alright, so anyway, I think we'll just play as the humans. That's sort of like the vanilla faction, so we'll just go and play with them. There is no DasTactic we can play in this game. The ships can't be named or anything. Otherwise, maybe we'll have a look and see if we can. I don't think we can. Anyway, I'll just go next. This is quite cool. So you've got a difficulty. So I've just been sort of just experimenting a little bit. So I'll just go and play it elevated at this stage. But it goes from basic through to moderate. The moderate is the default when you start the game up. It says elevated or high if you're sort of used to doing 4X games, which I guess I'm in that category. And then it goes up to more difficulties through here. These mean that the AI will cheat. They'll get a little bit of a bonus the higher up in the difficulty that you go. Map type, I quite like this idea. You've got like a different thing that goes from a balanced hexagon, which is sort of like just a great big board game where you actually have the different factions will be equal distance apart, and so you've then got as if it was like a massive map through to a continuous field where that is like something that rotates around on itself, so you can go in any direction. Shadowed sector and fractal corridors. These are quite interesting. What they do is that they then create like choke points. So I sort of hope I end up with one of these, but I think I'll just play that on random. But this is sort of interesting as well. Like this has a massive bearing on the way the game actually ends up playing. It's much smaller than a game, for example, like Galactic. Galactic Civilizations. My mind went blank there for a minute. But so it's much smaller and simpler than that. So the games don't last a hell of a long time. And Stellaris is another board game-esque style game, whereas Distant Worlds is not. Map size, you've got a few different sort of changes in through here. This also then is multiplied by the number of players that you're playing with, so it's not just a medium size. It's sort of like the number of hexes that you're likely to get, per player. Game length. This is actually your victory points. I'll keep it on short to see if we can actually sort of get a game played out in this session. Planet density, terrain density, and anomaly density. Now, what's terrain density? Is determines how many tiles there will be for each asteroid field. Okay, gas giant and star. Yep, that's okay. Anomalies, minor factions, so I'll have them enabled. The background is just cosmetic. I won't worry about that one through there. A number of opponents, I'll just play with 2. I can go down from 1 up to 5. There's only 6 different factions in the game. So we'll just play with 2, I think, at this stage. Yeah, that should be okay. And opponent 1 and 2 are just going to be random. Can you choose? You just can't choose your own. That's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. All right, and we'll just play random. We won't know who we're going to be coming up against. Let's just start the game. It's quite there's quite a lot you can do in here, and it's surprising what the difference is when you actually do start to sort of play the game as to what this thing does enable. There's a lot of replay value in this game. A hell of a lot, actually, as you'll see in just a minute. That's actually probably the one thing that really surprised me the most. Okay, when we come in, let me explain what's going on. It's very, very simple in terms of what it does get up to. There's only 3 basic resources. So the first one we have up through here is metal. And so you can see down through there, we've got a total income of +2. And it comes from the planets and essentially our base. We have a starting of 1 metal. And we also get 1 metal from Earth. The total upkeep, we don't have anything there at this point in time, but stations and ships will end up costing me a bit of metal, so I'm getting +2 per turn. I've got 3 in the stockpile, and it's essentially there will be upkeep eventually. The next one across here is gas, so this one is actually, we've got total income there of 3, 2 coming from the planets and 1 from the base. And then finally we've got energy over through here where we're getting +1 per turn and there is actually a negative 1 in through there as well. So that's rounded out. So the one ship that we have is costing me 1 energy. Now, different things can impact the way that actually does work. Like, so just be mindful that some ships will cost different things depending on what they're doing and where they actually are. So we need to manage these 3 resources, which seems really difficult, but no, it's incredibly simple in terms of just trying to massage it the best way you can. Back over here, we have a way of actually then creating these are space stations. It really is, almost imagine it like, again, a board game where you're just putting down tiles to extend what you can then go and do. Maybe I'll just show you what this is showing on the actual middle through here. We've got like this sort of funny sort of ethereal look to what's going on. All this is doing is showing us where we actually have what's called our network. Now, starting off as humans, we're going to go, our network will extend 1 further out than what we're seeing through here, but this is it here. So if I go and show the network or turn it off, basically. So I'll just keep it on so we can see where we are. A space station, for it to be active, has to be inside our network. So when we build a space station, that's where it needs to be. Okay, let's just we'll come back to building space stations. We'll just go and do a bit of flying around with this particular ship at this stage. So anything that I can't do at the moment gets grayed out, which again I like. It's just simple. It's nice the way it does work. And so we have an explorer here. So this is like our first ship. And so the Explorer has got different things. It's got like an attack value. It's got a damage value as well there per attack. It's got armor. It's got shields as well. It's also then got sensor range and attack range there of 1. And it's got 2 action points, which are these 2 hexagons that you see in through there. It also then has other different things it can do. So you can actually get rid of it, like disband the ship. You can have it go to sleep, so it just doesn't come up in your list of ships. You can see I've got skip ship down the bottom through there. And also it's then got terraform planet. So terraforms a planet into a different type. Only some planet types can be colonized. Now, where Earth is as good as it can be terraformed. This again is a really nice little area of the game. Down through here we have an anomaly, and generally when you start there will be 1 anomaly. Now, we may not want to go and pick up this one straight away. Let me show you a few other little things. So with the planets, I mentioned before about the terraforming of the planets. These are all of the actual planet types in the game. Anything that I can colonize will actually have a little flag symbol on it. So Earth, if I get any of the continental planets, and Earth is an example of one of those, I get 1 metal and 2 gas from that particular planet type. So it's already a continental planet with terraforming, and you can colonize continental planets, so that's not really a problem. Down through here, we have hub planets, which extend the network range of the planet by 1, increases shield of friendly ship in the same tile by 30, and shields so this one is very, very, like if we have a ship here, it's going to be very hard for the enemy to then sort of dislodge it. And again, it's very, very simple. The scale of the game is very, very simple. So Arizak is saying, do these 30 factions randomly get unlocked as you play? 30 factions? I didn't know there was 30. I thought there was only the 6. I didn't see 30 factions. When did you see that, by the way? I've completely missed that. So if that's the case, then I assume that's what will happen. If that's the case, that's very, very cool, because there's no real constraint. Like for the dev to build a faction, I don't think it's going to take very much effort to actually go and do it. I just don't know what benefit you get from 30 different factions. So, that's cool. If that's the case, just let me know in the chat if you where you found that. Was that part of the Steam page or something? Yeah, that's very, very. If that's the case, that's very cool. Anyway. So you've got different planets, and you can see there this planet type, 1 metal, 1 gas, and 1 energy. If we can find one of those sort of planets. This one here is an agricultural planet, which just gives me 2 gas. And so it's very, very simple in terms of what it actually does bring up. The science planets will give me extra little bits and pieces as well. So we can colonize these different worlds. We can also terraform, like desert worlds, we can terraform into a continental. Ocean worlds we can terraform as well if we wanted to. So anyway, there's differences in the planets we actually end up doing, which is really quite simple. The other thing is the technology. This is really cool, and this is again one of the things where you're thinking, like, because it's such a simple game, there needs to be ways to make it interesting every time you play it, and technology is really quite fascinating. There's 3 levels of technology. You don't see a tech tree because it's all random. So every time you play it, it's going to have a different selection. When you have the selection, you only get to choose one. There's 3 different areas, like astro processing is really sort of more about the metal production. Again, so it's more aligned with metal up through there. And so this one leads to cruisers and battleships, attacks and damage upgrades, terraforming, and it will then sort of look at frozen, barren, industrial and mining planets for terraforming. So it can extend the terraforming. So the Cosmonocrypton, back and through here, is all about gas production. This one looks at battleships and carriers. It's got shield and armor upgrades, and it also looks at extending the network. And then we have this is Aether rendering, and this one is more about energy with cruisers and carriers. It's only 4 classes of ships in the game, by the way. So anyway, it's got the it looks at giving you more action points, sensor range, etc., etc. Now, all of these are going to cost me a gas. I need 6 gas to be able to research any of these, and I also need to have a lab to be able to actually use it. The labs are really interesting as well. There's a lot of very cool, very simple mechanics in this game. Anyway, when we choose one of these 2 random techs, the other one becomes unavailable unless we can capture somebody else's lab with that particular tech on board, and then we get access to it. But initially, the tech tree is completely random, where you have to choose between one of 2 to sort of go with what you actually go and need. And so this one, if we wanted to have our scout ships be able to move 1 extra, we choose that one through there, or we go into here, decrease the total cost of terraforming by 2 gas. So there's different choices every single time. So some of them will be very useful to you. Some of them just won't really matter that much. Hi Tenro, how are you going? So that's the tech tree again. Very cool. Shipbuilding, we only have 1 type of ship that we know of just yet, which is the Explorer. So again, they'll be unlocked in the technology. So it's really quite a simple game. If I look at this anomaly, actually, before I do that one, let's just go into here. This is how you win the game. I need to have 5 victory points to win the game. And so again, so much like a board game. If I can have 3 allies out of the minor factions, then I get 3 points. If I can get prediction cycles are like another resource that you end up sort of getting. I won't worry too much about these ones through here, but if I can get 43 of those in the game, I'm going to get 3 points as well. Getting both of those together would give me the win. So you've got different paths to victory. Techs, if I can get up to 14 techs, I get two of those. Home planets, if I've got... so I need to control... Now, if I wanted to see what a home planet actually is, so I'll just go back into here. And so the planet where a faction started the game, the type of the home planet is determined by the faction. So looks like ours doesn't count. We've only got 2 other factions that are involved in the game. So as we come across them, we'll see where they are with their victory points as well, which is actually, again, quite nice. Artifacts. If we can get 2 artifacts, you get 1 point. Center planet is... I'm not sure what that is. Center planet. We've controlled the central... Oh, okay. We're playing a map where there's actually... it's just one great big... we're playing the first of those map types. And in the middle of this, there is like a world that is very important. Now, we don't know which direction that is in our game. It could be anywhere. So we don't know exactly where we're actually looking for this. But do we want to try to get an artifact from here or not? I don't think so. Let's just see what other benefit we get. So I'm just going to move my Explorer down. You can see that our network is extending out to here. That should ultimately be the limit of where we are. By moving on to the anomaly, I can then actually just have a quick look and see what this anomaly actually is. So I can, and then I'll get, yeah, so The protocol has found an abandoned stronghold. Some significant threat has forced previous inhabitants to move away because they're nearly finished large construction project, blah, blah, blah. So we have a few different things in through here. We've got, if I study the stronghold, I get an artifact. This is why I didn't really, I was thinking, should I wait or should I just keep on going or not? I might just move my head out of the way. Just bear with me, guys. I'll just move it over slightly so you can read what's there. That'll annoy people if I keep on doing that. Actually, that version number is annoying, having that in the actual game. That should only be in the entry screen. Anyway, we can drain the remaining energy and just get 2 energy. Now I don't know if that's it's just gonna go from 3 to 2, or I can finish the construction of a defense station. So we gain a shield matrix. And the shield matrix increases the shield of friendly ship in the same tile by 30, and shields a friendly ship in adjacent tiles by 10. Let's do that one, because that's going to sort of then help protect our world. So we'll go and actually finish the construction there. And I can put this anywhere I like. I might as well just keep it there, because I'm seeing everything else around it. There's nothing of value in around this one. So let's just go and throw that one there. So it's now going to be building this shield matrix underneath where we are. We don't get the benefit of it this turn. You can see it's got like a dotted line around it. And that's it. That's all I can really do this turn. So we've still got our different resources. We'll just have a bit of a look around. It shows you what you earn. So if I go back to Earth, you can see we get the 1, if I just hover over that and press shift, 1 metal, 2 gas is what we're getting from there. So that we're getting a little bit, and we have a base as well of +1 for each of these. This ship is costing me, now this matrix has now come up, and so now we actually have any ship that's there, we'll actually then have 30 shielding added to it. So again, if we're trying to defend Earth, then that's a good place for us to be. So I thought that would be a handy one, just so we can have other ships then moving around. Let's just keep on having a look around our little location. All right, so we've actually found ourselves a planet type. This is an ocean planet type, and I can just go back to the worlds and see. Okay, well, where's ocean? There's ocean right there. So I've got the so I can't colonize it, but I can terraform it if I wanted to, which will then extend my my range around even further. But I think we might go to this anomaly and just keep on sort of and stretching out to see what we actually have through there. We've now just come across a star. A star you can't go through, but you can build special areas to be able to then try to get energy from the star. You can build like solar panels back in through here. So I can't do anything else there. I'll just end my turn. So we've built up to 9. Now I can start to do research, I think. Oh no, I need a tech station first before I can do the research. So we might do that in just a second. But let's have a quick look and see what's in the anomaly. Okay, so these are always random, which is again nice. It's just nice. Like you can imagine flipping a card and reading what's actually on the card. So record the transit lines. So reveal tiles in a radius of 2 within a range of... So reveal tiles in radius of 2 within range of 6. Yeah, I don't know what that does. Drive into the transit line. Teleport your ship to a tile within range of 6. Or keep at the planet. Add a planet to an adjacent tile. Yeah, let's do that. That way we can sort of just get even more planets, because ultimately the planets are going to be important to us. So if we have a look at this, actually that's good, we can open that one up. In this case, it's funny, like in some of them it's the number of planets you have, so even the actual objectives change, which is actually again very, very cool. This game has been a real surprise packet, but let's still keep the planet, and so I can place this one wherever I like. We've already got a planet up there. Let's go and move a planet down into here. Now this is Pandora's Echo, which is a lava planet. So it's inside your sensor range, disconnected from your network. So it's not really a planet that's of any use to us. Lava is out here, and we can't terraform it yet. We need technology for that. Okay, so we've now got 7 metal. Let's go and build the space station. You can see the space stations are active. Actually, I might just leave it a little bit longer. Let's just end our turn here. I'm thinking I'm going to be wanting to look. This over here doesn't look like there's much going on, so I'm just going to go and move across and just see if there's anything else around it. There's an asteroid field there, and so this increases armor for any ship inside it, but it also gives you extra metal for if we build something back over here. Now we're up to 9, and so if I build, let me just show you what I mean. These are the space stations we have available that we can then go and build, and so there's not a hell of a lot. And so they cost certain amounts of different things to build. And so an asteroid mining base, if I build this one through here, is going to cost me 3 metal, and it's going to ultimately then produce 1 metal for every adjacent asteroid. Now, sorry, yes, asteroid. So if I built one, I could build one there and get 1, as you can see, and anywhere around here. But this is not part of my network, so I don't get any benefit unless I have that little squiggly line around it. So there's nothing else that we can see in there that's going to actually help us at all. Let's just have a bit of a look. If there's another asteroid somewhere else that we find, we may find a better spot for it. We also then have gas extractors, which we haven't found any gas giants yet, so we can't really make use of those. The solar power plant will actually then sort of kick in around the stars, so we have a star there, but we don't have a network here, so we don't have any benefit of trying to get the energy levels up that way. Got the starport. This is where we can build new ships, and we can also repair ships at starports. Metal synthesizer back in through here, so this one costs 2 and can convert energy into metal. If we've got like an absolute glut of one type of resource, depending on what we find, we can then build space stations. The hydroponic farm will convert metal into gas, and the fusion reactor will convert gas into energy. So these are essentially, like, if we end up with like if we had gas giants everywhere and we were getting heaps and heaps of gas, we then start to build other things to then boost the energy, for example. So those 3 do what they are, and then we've got the research lab. Now, I do want the research lab because we do want to start to get some research. You can already see there's nothing next to this area here. So this one here is sort of like a good candidate. There's no bonuses from anything in there. So let's just go and build a research lab there. The research labs are interesting because they've got 3 different areas that come off them. Now, I can't do anything this turn. I need to end my turn. So we'll just go and do that. And so with this particular one, I'm tempted to go back and grab this ocean world. But I just want to keep on sort of exploring a little bit. What was the ocean world? It gives me 1 energy. The tech trees, we can actually now sort of add things into here. You'll see that tech has now become available. So I'm just going to go across and click on that. And so these are the techs. Now, as I said before, they're completely randomized. And when you choose one, it's at the expense of something else. So in this one here, so you really have to be very careful what you pick. So in this one, it decreases the total cost of terraforming by 2 gas, essentially. Now, does that matter for us? Our negative is that everything cost me 5 gas to be able to essentially, well, not to terraform actually, no, that's going to still be okay. Phase vector thrusters, that's probably still the better of the 2. I don't really care much about having these ships having an extra move. Although, again, at the start of the game, we may find that central planet earlier if I grab that one there, so that may be worth getting. Then we've got the more gas oriented. So this one here is increased base gas income by 2. Now we have a base income of 1 for each of the different resources. That would mean that I'd go from, at the moment, +2, because I'm also getting 1 from Earth as well. Well, actually, I'm getting 2 from Earth. What are we getting here? You see our base is +1. Planets, actually, the station is now costing me 1 gas. So we actually have one of our stations is costing gas to run. And so, and might be this one here, I'm guessing. Yeah, -1 for the research lab. So this one, in this case, we've got to, we could actually go and add it to our base income, so we end up with a +3. Again, not all that important. Now, this one here is increase the armor of scout ships by 1 and shield by 10. Again, that's going to be useful for if we do run into enemies. The scouts are pretty weak. You've got no armor and no shielding at all. And then we have this bottom one here as well. So this one improves fusion reactors, so increases the energy production of fusion reactors by 1. Okay, now fusion reactors are different again. We'll have a look in just a minute. But predictive survey algorithms, discovering anomalies with scout ships no longer requires or consume action points. Anyway, there's a few different choices there for us. Let's just close that off. Yeah, fusion reactor there. So it would convert one gas into 2 energy, which is actually not bad. Not bad. We're going to have to come back across here, I think, but let's just keep on sort of scouting around. There's another sun. Aha, that's the edge of the map. Alright, so we've sort of now at least found where the edge is. I might still just go back around and see what else we can find. So we can't go into that location there. Let's just end our turn. I mean, I'm not generating any extra energy here. Now the energy... Sorry, when you're actually outside the sensor range, or sorry, outside your network range, it does cost energy. Yeah, out of network cannot be activated because we don't have required energy. So we're actually now stuck here. We've got no movement because we've completely run out of energy. So I'm going to need to fix that. Now what I can do is I can actually just go and place one in here. So I've then got to start to sort of think. Every single little decision you make with whatever you're doing will actually have a bearing. So by moving that outside of my network, it's now chewing up extra energy per turn. I don't think it'll show it in through here, but that's actually what's happening. So it's actually now this little symbol there, out of network, requires 1 energy to activate, insufficient energy. So it's quite cool, even just the little tooltips in the game. It's very pleasing. We require more Vespine gases, PS. Anyway, so we're now stuck until we get more energy. We get energy from stars, and so I'm going to place one in here. I think I don't want to place it here because I can then this one can provide metal to me. So I'll just go. I forgot about that. That's a bit annoying. So at the moment we now actually have, if we hover over that one, you'll see that the total, we've got a base of 1. It's costing me extra to be able to then activate the ship. So in this case, I will actually just go back across and get a solar power plant. So I can build that in there. You can see I get +1 there. That's not part of my network, so I don't get anything there. So I'm just going to go and place it there. And end our turn. Now I get +1 energy, so I'm still at 0. Oh damn, it's still not going to kick in until next turn. Okay, next turn is when we'll get it. Do we want to do the tech yet? I think I might go this way. That's then going to close off this terraforming protocol. Free tech slot, we then have to go and add it into a tech slot. This can be captured, so which again is really cool, the way it sort of does work. Let's just go and add it in there. So you can see there's like a little symbol inside there now, which gives me phase thrust vectors to the actual ship itself. So that one there, if I hover over that one, technologies, phase thrust vectors, upkeep is -1, so we're now going to have less. Actually, that's the space station. Yeah, that's okay. So we've got 1 technology on that particular tech area. Again, I love that this is all capturable, which certainly makes a big difference. We'll just end our turn again. We should now have the energy, and we now have 3. So I can now move at 3. I want to go around and just see if there's anything else around Earth. Oh, another star. At the moment, where it's costing me extra energy just because we're outside of the range. And guess what? 2 stars makes that a much more viable location for getting extra energy. So I'm going to go and build that one now as well. This one here, production, doesn't cost me any upkeep. But if I go and build another one of those, a solar power plant, I can then build it there and get 2. So I'm going to go and throw that one into there, and we'll just end our turn. That will then sort of give me a boost along with energy. We'll just have a look up this way and sort of see where this extends to. Now we've got still one more with the ship. Now there we go, we've got a gas giant up there, so we can now start to look at getting gas, and this is the corner. And you can see this is all this is still all within our network, within the actual planet itself. We also have another asteroid belt up the top there and another star there. 2 asteroids there. Makes this one a very, very good metal collecting area. Now I've got extra energy, so I can extend out past. That's interesting. It actually goes around. Maybe this is actually not what I thought it was. Usually when you're seeing these corners like this, it's yeah, it may not be. It may. I don't know what type of map this is, to be honest. I haven't played the game long enough to be able to sort of see it. Anyway, let's. So it's now showing that we're actually outside of the network. Requires 1 energy to activate. So we'll end our turn there. So building up a little bit extra in through this other side now. I could go back into my technologies. And so we've got deep core mining. So what this one does is cost 8, so now it's going to cost me a little bit more gas. Planet metal production, all planets produce an additional metal, that's nice. And then barren terraforming as well. So I can actually go and enable terraforming planets into the barren type. So I can terraform in towards that one. If we have a quick look and see what that means, that's barren there. I don't think I need to terraform into that. So I don't think I need to worry about that one. What else have we got? This one here, we've got the gas production by 2. Armor of scout ships by 1. Increases the energy production of fusion reactors by 1, which is what these things are. Oh yeah, no, sorry, that's different again. And then this one here is discovering anomalies of the scout. And I'm like, yeah, none of these are really all that valuable to me at this point in time. Deep core mining. It's just going to give me a bit of a boost along here. I might as well get that one now, I think. And just go and add it into this particular station. All right. Now that's a desert world, which gives me better production, but I can't actually go and settle on that one. I don't think. Yeah, we can't colonize. All we can do is terraform these into a continental. Now, if I do that one, I might as well start to extend out, I think. Whoa, we've now come across another player. So this is Phantoms. We have met a minor faction called the Phantoms. And if I just press Shift, I can see what we're dealing with here. So generated archive of protocol has received many instances of fallen civilizations. The simulated remnants of these hazy shadows could appear anywhere in the galaxy. Those who make a deal with the Phantoms will possess a lethal threat to all existing entities. So this one here, there'll be something we need to do to actually get those to extend up essentially and become friendly. Now I can either run away because I've still got one more action point. I could start terraforming and then risk being attacked. Let's have a look at the minor factions, which is this one here. So we've got 3 unknowns. This one here, what do they want? So the Phantoms, at this point in time, allying with the Phantoms. Phantoms will ally with a faction with the most astro processing techs. So it wants 5 astro processing techs. At the moment, I think we've got 2. I think is all we have. Yeah, unknown. So somebody else has got 2, and would require 5 astro processing techs to reach an alliance. So this is enemy armor counts only half of its value when rounded up if they actually come and join us. Now they will attack us because we're right next to them, unless we become allied with them. They're neutral at the moment. Neutral minor factions do not initiate large-scale aggressive wars. They will defend their territory and pursue their own interests and may become hostile or form alliances as circumstances change. So that would be nice for us to go and get that extra tech. I think I might come back to Vokai. So I'll just move away from this location. Again, it's nice. The game is nice with what it does set up. Alright, we'll end our turn there. Now, we've got a good location there. We've got a gas location there. I'm going to need to get a spaceport somewhere. I think I'd prefer to have it on this side. Might just leave it a little bit longer. It's one of these things where I want to see what's around me before I sort of extend out too far. Another sun there. And we then can check out this anomaly. Okay, so your sensors register a spatial rupture forming in open space. Energy readings fluctuate, so we can actually store the energy, so we can gain +2 energy there. Peer into the rift, so reveal tides in a radius of 2 within a range of 4. Or we can travel through the rift and actually end up with our spaceship. I think I'll peer into the rift. So this is not a fantastic anomaly. That's not really giving me much, is it? Alright, that's interesting. There's another little world over here. There's another desert world. That's actually good. Got anomalies out through here as well. Let's take this world next turn. So, now what have we got through here? Pirates have been defeated. The pirates have been defeated. Now, what's that? That's somewhere else. Way down over there. Don't know who defeated them. If we have a quick look and see. Despite the controlled administration of hegemonic factions, the edges of the protocol have provided rogue space for deviant outliers, such as pirates, the collective individuals here, blah, blah, blah. So there's a lava world down there somewhere that they actually controlled. Well, I think what we'll do is let's go and keep on expanding here. So we'll just go across. Now what we need to do, this is a ocean world. So we need to terraform it into a continental type before we can actually then colonize. You can see there that we have a terraform ability with but not a like if it was a agricultural planet we could settle on it, or a hub world we could settle on it. I really like this, you know, like I really like this. And so we're just going to go and tell it, yep, that's the way to go. So terraformed Vorokai into a continental planet type. That's fine. And so we'll just keep that one there, end our turn. We're sort of slowly picking up different resources in through this other side. And now I can colonize this world. So we now have a continental world. So we now lose that ship. And then our area then extends out even further again as well. So we now actually have another world here, which would be a nice one for us to go and get hold of. We've got a lot of metal. And things are sort of now coming up fairly good. From Vorokai, this one here, we can actually be getting 2 metal and 2 gas at this point in time. From Earth, we're getting the extra gas now there as well. So we've got a reasonable income. I've still got one more slot left on this lab. This looks to be a very, very safe area for anything that's important. But I think that what we might do here is that we've got a spot in here where there's not really much benefit with what we have there. So I'm going to go and build. I need to be able to build more ships. So I'm going to go to the spaceport and just going to go and build that one there and end my turn. So this one then, this one is inside the sensor range connected to your network, and so now I can go and build another explorer for another 4 metal. I'll get myself even another one beyond this one as well. I can still get more metal back up through here, but I've no longer. It's outside of our sensor range, so I don't think I can build there. If I go back into the asteroid mining base, yeah, I can't actually do it, but that's a good spot for the metal. For technology, I think I'm going to go back up this way. Now we've only got there's a couple of gas giants here, but this is now getting into fairly exposed territory. So what I think I might do here is make that there into a lab. Actually, not a lab. Do we want a lab? What do we want? Well, gas we got +4. Which way should we go? I might as well build this up, I think. Yeah, I think that I'll put a gas extractor there. I can press shift if I wanted to build multiple of the same thing. I've got one slot there. Energy is going to come backwards a little bit, so maybe I'll build another station, a solar power plant just down in here. I don't get any +2s anywhere other than that one spot there that was there. Let's end our turn there. Okay, so we're now getting the extras. We're not seeing any further up this way. Let's just go and get these anomalies. Oh, now this down through here, we've just found ourselves a. We've now come across the Yamono Union. We've met a major faction, and so what do they have in through here? This one is actually a. If we have a quick look at this is an Oracle, and this is a carrier ship. So this is actually a this is a dangerous ship for us. So I think I might stay away. Now this is Luthar's Moor, which is a continental world of the map of the. Okay, it's one that they control. So this is actually where the fights are likely to then sort of start to take place. Let's just move away from them. So they're going to be. That's going to be who we're going to be at war with. We've got 6 techs, we've only got 2. Wow, okay. And they control the center planet. So they've already got that one there. So they're already winning with what's actually going on through this other side. So they're going to get up to 3 pretty quickly. It reminds me of Dominions, like with the with the victory, the ways of actually getting victory in the end. These carriers can shoot at range 2, by the way. Now, if I'm not really in a position to do much here. What I will do though is just go and grab myself another ship. Actually, I've still got one more tech level there. What do we have? Here we go. We've got Conquest Iterations. So this is actually going to give me Invader. Invader is designed to perform multiple missions of establishing. It's a battleship class. It's got 30 shields. Okay, let's get that one. We're going to need these. So that's going to cost me 10. Without even looking at this other one. We could either do that or terraform Frozen. So we have to do that one there. Let's go back and build ourselves another tech area back over this other side. The research lab. Yep, that's okay. And yeah, we have to be a bit careful now. And so with our with building the ships, we can now build the Invader for 6. Let's do that because we're going to now need to start to protect ourselves. Now this one's damaged. It's attacking us. Oh no, it's attacking something else. Interesting, interesting. Well, I'm going to attack it. I can take the world if it's open like this. Now see how when I hover over that one, this is the Thermoris generation. So if I just press shift and see who that is, this is another major. Alright, so we're now fighting in the middle of the map. So this is the middle of the map in here. I might as well keep on going with doing this, I think. If I attack it, I can attack the world. Now they've got a fusion reactor. Back out that way. Now it should fire back. Actually, no, it didn't. Bang, we've destroyed that one. This is just a scout ship. Alright, so we've sort of now taken out one of their carrier ships. Let's go back and get another battleship. The carrier ships can fire at range too. This one's almost dead. So we have to build them at spaceports. And now we've come across the Thermoris generation. So they're in a big all-out war. There's a lot going on. Now I can bombard this planet. So it disseminates all alien life form from a planet and makes it ready to be colonized again. The ship must bombard the planet until the start of the next turn and cannot counterattack during this period. I'm fine with that. So we're now bombarding Luthar's Maw, which is in the center of the... I'm thinking this may be the central planet. And we've got 4 action points. I don't know why. Well, we've got so many. I have to think about what we do here. We do have an anomaly there which I can go into. I can take these over just by moving across them. Yeah, so there's different scout ships there. I'll let them fight out amongst themselves. So we're taking over these stations now. Now we have the next one as well. So this is now where the war is going to start to take place. These are... Now the energy is... We're still actually okay with energy. What we have here is actually not too bad. What I would like, though, is... do we want even a 3rd battleship? I think we do. You never have too many battleships. Because they should have good survivability. They should be able to certainly take on the scout ships without any real problem. So we can't fire back, but we're strong. Here they come. Alright, so they've got lots of scout ships firing at us. Now, Luthar's Maw is a location that is the central planet. So when we have a look at at what's going on through here, if we have a look at both of these, they've got 2 artifacts already, and they did have the center planet. They have 3. Must be 3 planets there. Gee, they're smashing it in terms of planets. This one there is Phantoms. They may attack us. What's that one there? That is a cruiser. So, yeah, back out through here. It's a hydroponic farm. Fired back. I think I'd like to take Luthar's Maw. So we're in amongst all of these now. Let's go and take this one. Now it's a bit open at the moment. So they could come in, we didn't have to destroy them with these. I'm going to go and get another explorer. Just go from there. Private Joe saying, I wonder how long it will take the other factions to show up, but it does really look like a solo board game campaign. It does, isn't it? It's very, very board gamey. You can see how condensed everything actually is. It's very, very strategic in sense of it being like a board game with grabbing the different locations. We should now connect these up with what we actually end up having. So Pierce is saying there's definitely an argument to be made for complexity does not equal depth. Yes, it's simple but deep. Yeah. So and Sev is saying this looks like someone moved a board game to PC. It really does play like a board game more than any other Space 4X that I've played. Like, it's small. Like, it's very, very condensed. Where you build things matters. Like, getting these resources is important. You know, finding things is important. I've certainly let things go backwards a little bit with my technology, etc. I should be doing more with that. I do actually have this one through here. I've got 21 there. Let's see what else we can go and get. So we've got industrial terraforming. Enables terraforming plants into the industrial type. That's interesting. Astro processing framework. So cost 12. You know, it's one prediction cycle each turn. I'm not going to worry about doing those just yet. That gives me a different type of station. Molecular cloud program. Yep, don't need that one. Putting the armor, just increasing it by 1 and then shield by 10 will just give it a bit more survivability. Increases the energy production and discovers anomalies with Scout. Yeah, none of these I really want, but I do want to sort of start to get more with what we can then go and do. I'll go that way, just sort of focus a bit more on the energy. So let's just go back up the side. So yes, Pierce is saying war crimes confirmed. There we go. Hi Chris, how you going? So damn you and your streams. It always cost me money. I just bought this. It's good, isn't it? It's a as I said in the thing. I almost like, you know, when I first started talking about it, I was so ready to not play this game. I just thought it's too simple, and I thought the graphics looked pretty crappy. But when you zoom in, it's actually really functional. Like, it's actually it works nicely. It works very nicely, but it feels like you're playing a board game, which is really cool. Like, it's yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and it rates at the moment. It rates 100%. I think there was 12 reviewers that had actually reviewed it, and you know, pleasantly surprised people. It's funny when you read the descriptions. There were people back in the you know, in the demo phase where they were sort of like, it's too simple and so on and so forth. But there is actually a lot of depth to it. All right, let's continue on. Nothing much else we can do there. So if anything attacks this world, we're going to have to destroy whatever that is. We've got that one there. I want to go back up here and grab this metal mining area. Yeah, they're being attacked by others. All right, now this one here, we do want to go and end up sort of cleaning that one up. Yeah, because we've now got this one here. That one travelled through these locations, these asteroid mines. We still have that anomaly there. Just want to build into there with the asteroid mining, because I get double the asteroids, double the metal from there. So at 18, I've got 23 there. I can go back to research. I've got automated farming, planet gas production. All planets produce an additional gas. That's quite nice. So we've got a few planets already. Wow, that extends our network range by another 1, which will give me these. So if I took that planet, I'd get it there anyway. I probably don't need the extension. I might just grab this one while we're here and just see what we can pick up next time. I want to keep my research areas away from the fighting. I don't want anyone else grabbing those, but I should look for research locations down this way. The more of these things I can take over and defend, the better. Still at 18, and we get +9 coming, so I could build myself a second starport out here somewhere. I've got to be a bit careful with what we actually end up having here. I can replace things if I'm wanting to. Yeah, actually, I'm happy enough with that energy. We're only getting +2 coming, so I'll keep that energy location there. I can go and check out what's in this other side. Avatar trading post. Okay, so tax the traders. we gain 6 energy. That would be useful. Repurpose the conversion protocols. So we gain a converter. I'm not sure what that does. I'll press Shift, hover over it. Instead of seeking final destruction, Converter Battleship has ways to resort to other means of modifying faction dependencies. Inferior opponents should face hacked vulnerabilities. Okay, so it's a different type of battleship. It cost me 1 energy, so I will have to get more energy. No shielding, but 5 armor. And it will then actually have other abilities as well. 50% chance of converting defeated enemy ships to this. Okay. I might grab that one. Or take control of the hub. What does that one do? Get a network hub. So, extend your network to nearby tiles up to your network range. I don't think I'll worry about that one. I think we'll actually get the conversion protocols and get ourselves a converter battleship. So, okay, so, hi Luxek, how are you going? And it's got Kelrash converted from a prime sub to a tier 1 sub, thank you. That's great. And Luxek is saying, are you going to play New Gen X? I don't know that one, actually. Hi Kelrash. Alright, so let's go and repurpose the conversion protocols. And I think we might get that one here. We don't get to play with it this turn. So this is another type of battleship. So we're now we really have to get energy. We're going to need that fairly stringently. Now, things can still approach us from this other side, but it looks like this is really where all the action actually is. We've got a fair few ships already now. Maybe I don't need to get another one of these. But we do need to spot. I've got like the 3 different battleships. This battleship, I do want to have it where I can just go back and resettle. It's just a little explorer. If I use it, I use up all the movement points. Yeah, getting another one out here would be certainly handy. But I also need to get my energy levels up as well. There's no with 2 planets, is there? I mean, with two areas. How are we going now? Got one of the central planets. Alright, what we'll do is we want to keep on sort of pushing forward with our ships. But I need to get more energy. I guess there. Can always build more stuff up this way. And then look at the different ships. I'll move this ship up towards the other location. This one here, the hydroponic farm, will produce 1 more gas. We've got gas extractors in through there as well. There's a world there, which I could actually take ultimately. It'll fire back and destroy pretty much all my shielding. Got nothing else I can do there, but this is now injured. So we'll end our turn there, and then we might take this world here. There's a barren world. Oh, we should actually look at the different factions. For like, what are these guys? Yeah, these are sort of a bit more. The home planet is a frozen type. Okay, we'll sort of chewed up a lot of what we have there. They moved in. So that's fixing itself up anyway. I don't need to go back off. So they're bringing more and more of these carrier ships in. I'm pretty sure they're carriers or cruisers. Fast offensive ships, high attacks and damage values. ideally I want to be moving there and then firing, and then move this one to there and then firing, but I can't have two ships in the one area, so I'm sort of a bit screwed with that. If I fire with this one here, we don't have this. We do have a bit of armor. It's going to do damage. So I think back up this way. I don't really need to go off that side anymore. Let's just keep this one coming down. Still need more energy production. I can do that. Does a lot of damage. Now there was the chance we'd pick it up, which we didn't. Alright, so we're back in there now. I think what we might do is just... I want to keep away from these cruisers, unless I've got like a lot of protection. Yeah, I'll keep this one sort of away from where they all are. Let's just leave it like that. This one should survive one attack. I want to just save up the energy, so I don't think I need any more ships. But I can still keep on building. Energy is the problem we have. And I'm outside the range here, but I want to scout to see what's where. So the only other energy spot that I have is here. Or here. I think I'm going to go here, or even here. One of these two locations. Just go and do it. Solar power plant. Just keep that one going. I can build another one as well if I wanted to. I could build two of them. I might do that. And I might build another... We've still got one more tech slot there. Yeah, look, I'll just go and do the technology first. So, what do we have? We've got desert terraforming. So we could terraform... I thought I could already do that. So we can actually make it into a desert world. Which I don't think really matters that much. I may be wrong about that. Space breach. Increased network range by 1 tile. That may be useful. Industrial terraforming there. Astro processing framework. Okay, none of these I really want. Let's do this one here. And we will go and build another research lab. Just in that corner. Alright. Let's... the ship can still move down 1, but I don't want it to. We'll get 1 defensive shot back. We're now picking up the benefit of all of these. Now, when we're inside a asteroid belt, we do get bonus in through there, if I can look at the asteroid field. So we get ships in asteroid fields gain +1 armor. Ships in asteroid fields can only be observed from adjacent tiles. So we get 1 little bit of extra armor by firing from in there. Which won't help us much. But I might as well keep it going, I guess. Almost got it. And again, these are doing a lot of damage. pick it up? No, we didn't. So that's the one that does the conversions. So what was the chance of 30%? I think it was 50%. Wow. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's 2 now that we've lost. We're losing a bit of health on these ships, so we're just going to need to sort of keep them out of fights for a little while. Just keep on extending down. Maybe we get ourselves one more. Why not? I do need to get a space station down this way. So, you know, we've got an asteroid field there. I should actually go and check the anomaly. That's another great spot for building more metal. There. Go and pick that one up. Alright, running down turn there. So, hi W Dad, saying good afternoon, at least here. Yeah, it's very early in the morning for me. Not even 4 AM yet. So, now, we've got Luthar's Moor. I can sort of take these worlds if I want to. Another one there. They keep on building more of them. Okay. Take what we can. So what do we end up here? We gain 4 metal, minus much. Gain 8. We don't need metal though. Prepare for the long-term mining. Well, that's actually not a bad one actually. Let's go and add it there. That way we get 3 there and around that world. And it's going to make this one now produce a bit more metal. I'll just keep on scouting out ahead. Oh, there we are. Now this is the Surveyors, which is another minor group. So this is most of the cosmic mapping. The ASTRO Protocol is done by organised exploration. Yeah, blah blah blah. So I'm assuming they're minor. They'd have to be. If we have a look and see what the minor faction, maybe the 30 that was mentioned before was to do with the miners. So actually, the pirates, yeah, they were defeated. So they've already been defeated by somebody else. So what do they want? I love this as well. Like, so allying with the pirates. Pirates will ally with the faction with the most active stations, and so somebody's got 25 at this point, but they've already been defeated, so they're not really around. These guys here will actually will ally with the most ether rendering techs, and so somebody's already got 5. So the Yamono Union has got 4 actually. Sorry, and if they get 5, then they sort of ally with them. And they give +1 sensor range for all ships if they become the allies. So that's a bit of a problem, ultimately. So we'll let that one go. So yeah, they could end up becoming allies very, very quickly. Now I've got the next ship. That one is not quite over half yet. Move this one down towards the others. Just going to move everyone back. And I'll grab another explorer. Pop them there, and I think I might get another spaceport as well. Although really the only place I can really build it is back this way. I could put it over the top of one of these. So these are asteroid mines. There's one there that's producing 2. I might grab that one there, I think. I'll make that into a spaceport. So it's just going to replace what's there. That'll give me another location where I can start to build up more forces. I'll just keep that one where it is. So we're already on a spaceport here, which is going to then heal this ship up a lot, which it just did actually. So if I fire again, which would tell you what the outcome was going to be. Okay, that was a destruction. Yeah, because I wanted to use this special ship to do that if I could. Alright, so these are healing up. I'll just heal that one up there. Now we've got the desert planet type back over this side. I'll do this one here. Researching that. So we've now got desert terraforming, which... Oh, okay, so now we can terraform towards that one. We still can't colonize it though. What else have we got? Orbital colliders. So cryptographic defense. So this is an extremely durable battleship. Precautionary defense system. So it's got special abilities. Okay, we're going to attack. We'll counterattack the attacker first, and also then has what's this one here? Can't attack if it's moved. Stationary fire. A lot of the big ships have got that. Do we want to keep on doing this? What have we got there? This is a the Oracle. Long range. Yeah, so I can't counterattack. Shield generator. Oh, increase the maximum shield of adjacent friendly non-carrier ships by 20. That's very, very useful. Very useful. I think we might just go full on aggression like this. What does this one do? Radiance amplifiers. Yeah, I won't worry about that one. We'll get this one here. So that will then allow me to build. We want to just keep on having a. We want to start to take some of these worlds. So terraforming this one, I've really got to take it this way. I can't move it back out into a generator planet. So I can only... This is quite cool actually. So I can push it whichever way I like it. So it's now a continental planet type, which we can then sort of take next turn. And I think what I'll do is I will go and grab another one. So if we just go back into the ships and just get another explorer. Oh, there's the Oracle there. I'll build that in. It'd be cool if the ships were a little bit more defined so you could tell exactly what they are. I guess you get used to it over time as you play it. Just going to skip that ship. This one's almost ready to go as well. Hi, Tailsly Fox. How you going? So I just joined. What game is this? This is ASTRO Protocol, which is very much like a board game. Very much. I'm going to keep that one where that is. There's a research lab, but there's nothing on it. All right, let's wait. Let's let them put something on there first before we get too carried away. I'll take that as well. So we're taking over their networks, really. What's that? An ether processor. That was what these guys wanted, wasn't it? Yeah, ether rendering text. So that's text. We're up to 3. We don't get any benefit from this because we're too far away from our own network. Let's just move back up again. Okay, well, ether rendering. Let's have a quick look and see what we need to do there. Yeah, so we need to get to 2 more of these. I can still get one. Enables terraforming planets into the generator type. That is here, I think. Yeah. So we could go from desert that way and actually then go and settle these, which will give me more energy. That's not bad. And with hub terraforming as well, enables terraforming planets into the hub type. That's going to... I've got desert worlds that I can go and take and terraform back out this way. Actually, you can do that there as well. Increase the shield of friendly ship in the same tile by 30 and adjacent ships by 10. That's going to give us survivability. Shielding is sort of like, it's a funny number system. Armor is really, like, 1 armor is a lot, whereas 30 shielding is not a lot. So let's think about this one. If we produces 2 energy and 1 for each adjacent solar power plant, fusion reactor, and energy nexus. I like the idea of that, you know. Let's go that way. Now we're going to need to get another one of the tech areas. So we'll just go and build another one. Our research lab. Don't have enough. I have to wait. Need to get more gas. Now the gas giants, we do have one there. So I might go and build one in here. We don't get 2 from anywhere, do we? Okay. Something else attacking back over that way. They didn't attack us, which is good. They're up to 11 there. So I'll just get some, like, even there would not be that bad. If you should be able to protect anything in through here, even there, there's nothing much in there. I think I'll put my tech lab there. Now we don't have enough gas to be able to go and get another tech. But if we have a quick look at the minor factions again. How much do they need? They're now an enemy. Yeah, so they've already done it. They've already got what they needed. What do they want? Astro processing techs. Yeah, it's very cool. Very, very cool. I mean, each game can be so different with this. Each faction is really, really quite unique as well. Surveyors are now allied. Yeah. Okay, so they just came across the area there. I don't know if we can then sort of go and change it back. This is another one of these cruisers. What's that one? That's the converter. Just start here. Grab that one. Yeah, I can't get any further than that. Excuse me. So Tailsly Fox is saying, I like board games, just need the players to join me. Yeah, it's sort of, they're great board games. I love them. I'm very lucky, actually. My whole family and my extended family, like my nephews and you know, their partners and things, we all really, really enjoy board games. Except for one of my nephews who doesn't, but pretty much everyone in the family really enjoys board games. So it's yeah, we have like, it's really cool, actually. It's sort of yeah, it's really nice. Let's see what's going on here. There's another one of those. These are outside of my range. Well, let's start to, who do we want to pick on? Who do we want to? We certainly are in the central areas now. If we have a quick look and see how we're going. We now have 6. I don't know how we got 6 center planets out there. What is that? 6 of the 3 required 3 turns. Okay, we have to have okay. Luther's Maw is the central planet, so we just had to hold it for a certain number of time. Yamono also held it for a period of time, and they've got the artifacts, which they have to store on these locations. Now, we could certainly go and get another ship if we wanted to. It's up to us. It'd be cool if there was a keyboard shortcut to turn off ships. I wouldn't be surprised if there is. If you have a quick look and see, if we go look at options. I haven't looked at this before. Turn, pen camera. Span, sleep, colonize, exterminate. I'm not sure what the rows and columns do. No, it'd be nice if there was something there to turn off ships. I might suggest that, actually, because that would be useful. Just in this sort of case, you know, like what have we got underneath here? We have to click on it to then sort of see. We've got an asteroid mining base underneath that one. Right, well, we're going to have to move in, so we're going to have to do the damage here. Now, I sort of half would like to kill this thing off as well, but I think I'll go this way. Almost got it. We're going to get the benefit of that next turn. Metal synthesizer. So that's a different type of space. tech. And there is a tech there. There's a ship type in that one there. Not that we can get, we have to control, we have to have it inside our network, inside this wiggly line, which is that line there, for us to then be able to get that one. Might as well extend into their area. Now, hang on, we have to be careful here. That's now 3 ships outside our area. If I can get hold of this planet here, that would be useful. Actually, we'll go there. And so we'll grab ourselves another ship. Another explorer. And then we'll colonize this world next. Okay, they're carriers. Whoa, alright. Okay, that's where you're going to play it, hey? We lost 3 ships there. They're coming back. Yeah, that's our converter. We have a chance to take this one. 50-50, give it to me, please. We're just not getting it. We're not getting it. Now this is a carrier, which means I can fire at long range here. I can't fire back. Not enough damage. I don't have anything else left. I've got this one actually. That could take it out. Alright, that's cool. That's good. We're going to need to build up those ships again. I've still got this one here. There's no real point going back that way. I'm going to lose that one next. Okay, I think attrition-wise we're still winning. Yeah, energy is certainly a problem for us now. Just zoom out a little bit and sort of see what's what. Again, it'd be nice to have a few different overlays, a few more different overlays that you can sort of, where you could have more extended from here. Like to be able to sort of see, for example, what the income is. Just very, very simplistically would be really quite nice. But overall, it's a really cool little game. Right, well, let's. We've got another spaceport there, another one up there. Now, what I need to do, they could start to bombard this planet next turn. We want to take this one as well. That may not survive the next turn. We'll have to see what we've got. We've got another space station down there, but it's outside of our range until we can get Zelkara. Once we get Zelkara, that's going to be useful. Well, let's go in and build another invader, I think. Or should we get an oracle? Maybe another oracle. It'll just help support all those ships. And battleship, maybe? Now we've got 20. Let's go and throw another tech in. Go and get that one. Now that takes us a bit closer, I think. Oh, no, these guys are... No, these are neutral. We're now winning the race here for the Phantoms. So if we can get hold of this one here, what do we needed? We needed Astro Processing techs. Just need one more. We've got 8 there. So I'm pretty sure we're just one off that one. You've got 4. Right, we'll go and get another one of those next turn. It's saying this is like Wizard Warfare, but in a sci-fi setting. Wouldn't you agree? I don't remember much of Wizard Warfare. It didn't do much for me, Wizard Warfare. It's sort of funny. Bimson saying, hello, doesn't chat. Looks cool in its own way. Yeah, it's so, one of those things I was so close to just skipping over it. But I'm really glad I didn't, because it is very, very much... It feels very much like a board game. Here they come. They're encroaching. Damn. I'm still alive, but not for long. They're attacking this, so we have to now just defend this world. Prefer to have the long-range ships fire against this one here. And now we've got these guys coming in as well. These are the surveyors. What are these ships? Scout ships. Hi Quark, how are you going? Like turn-based matches, 6 races, but no multiplayer. Yeah, actually, it's a simple enough game to have a multiplayer game. That's another good point. If I remember, I'll give them that feedback as well. I'm going to have to fire at this one now. Alright, we get that planet back. Now I'm going to have to keep on building more ships. Oh, hang on, it's got to go there. Well, I still can't take this planet yet. Almost got it. That's going to be destroyed. Unfortunately, this is the converter ship that we found before. We'll just go back in. Yep, so there was a planet under attack there. Go back into, I think, invaders again. Yeah, we've got this one as well. Let's get more of them. These carriers, we sort of have to try to keep away. That'll be destroyed. I'll just let it get destroyed, I think. Alright, we'll end our turn there. Energy is still a big problem for us. These aren't very strong, but they've got a lot of them. I've got a carrier that just came in. Oh, we can fire back again. Carrier versus carrier. That's interesting. Ooh, it's just alive. Right, we can now pick up that last tech that we wanted. Are they still friendly? Yep, they're still neutral. One more. And what do we need? Astro processing techs. Okay, so increased cruiser attacks. This one here, terraforming colonized planets costs 0. Yeah, no, let's do this one here. Where's our area? There we go. There we go. So we've got a little steam thing, form an alliance with the Phantoms. So that's now we now have that one through that side. So when we have a look at the minor factions, these are now allies, and so they're going to enemy armor counts only half its value rounded up. So that's useful. That is useful. Yeah, I don't know if how we can destroy the. I think we have to then destroy them if they become allied with the other group. I love how it pushes the game in different directions. It's very, very nice. They're not that big either, so we could actually wipe them out if we had to. But we're sort of going to have to. Oh gosh, they're just everywhere. This one's dead unless I can get it right away from the others. So I have to take that one out. It's probably dead anyway. So I can't fire with that one because we've used up all of its action points. All of these can be hit. That one's dead anyway, I think. I could take the world. I could actually go and... Actually, no, I can't. I need to terraform it. So it's not going to help me. If I move to there, it's dead. No matter what I do, it's dead. Well, let's go and do some damage up this way. These are the most dangerous ships. Keep hold of Luther's Maw. This is the central world. That wasn't as strong. That's good. Oh, because this one was nearby. Come on, take it this time. This is our converter ship. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, cool. Now we just have to try to keep it. That's all. So we ended up converting one of those across to our own side, which is nice. Now we're still going to need more ships in through here as well. So our energy is not good, but. An invader? I think we can get another oracle. We can still get something else back there. We've got -1 now. We need to take all this back. All these things. We're going to be able to get that one back next turn. I think we'll still just get attack ships at this stage. I was going to get scout ships and sort of go off and do different things, but I think at this stage we need protection. So we'll just go back in. Another good thing would be to get have a list of ships, so you can sort of get almost like a log of the different types of ships. So Quack saying, what's the scale in this game? I see suns and planets very near each other. It's not real. Spoiler, it's not real. It literally is just random things placed in a hex area. So it's sort of it's very, very board-like. It's very, very basic board-like in terms of its construction, which is actually really, really good. Like it's Yeah, it's surprisingly good. It was a real surprise packet for me. I think I'll get more invaders. I'll just go and do that one. So just grab another one back up there. So I have to start to push down towards Luther's Moor again. Yeah, they're probably going to be able to kill that one off. Oh, they haven't got that one yet, but they will. It's one of our ally ships. That's good. At least their allies will be attacking the others as well, which would be nice. A nice change. Well, we need to get the energy back. So we've got 3 moves. We need to get that back as well, but we can move across. That's not really a problem. Just the shielding went down. Funny when you click on it, it doesn't show the that the shield went down at all, but that's what that grey bar is, I think. I might just keep this one to heal it back up there. Cool to get one of those. It owes us another conversion. No, we didn't get it this time. And it would be nice to see again what sort of damage you're going to be doing. Okay, we're moving across there, which is good. Right, next ship. Now that one's too far away to fire. So we got a range of 2. So we'll skip that ship, and really can't do anything else this turn, so I can build more of these, actually. We need more energy. Yeah, I can build them in here. Let's go and do that. If I press shift, I can just queue them up. Let's go and get 3 of those. You can even go and get another one. Look, the more energy we get, the better at this stage. Tech-wise, we still have one more slot open there. Now, what do we end up getting there? This is increased carrier damage by 1. And we've got increased damage of cruiser class by 1. We don't actually have any cruisers as such. This is a Bulwark. It's an extremely durable battleship with 3 armor. Yeah, that's not bad. We've got a increase the center range of carrier class by 1 and increase the center range of battleship class by 1. It's not the attack range. It's not going to help me that much. Getting a nice strong ship there with 3 armor would be nice. I'll go that way. We need to get another Another one of those locations. Another one of those. Research lab. We'll just get them back there. How are we going with our... everyone's just on 1 star at this stage. We're going to be able to bring carriers across. I may have to get rid of these minor factions. Carrier's done the job. Zilmi is saying, "What's the what difficulty is this? Is I think a difficulty just below hard, so it's beyond medium, but it's not much more than that. Like it's 1 level up from medium, so it's not even halfway up the difficulty tree." Like the dev had a post saying, if anyone can beat the highest difficulty, let him know, because I think it's impossible. Now that one's still healing up. Now energy, we're getting a lot more energy coming each turn now. What about our tech? What other techs do we have? Yeah, the carriers... We are using carriers, but not cruisers. So this thing's coming up. We're going to have to destroy these. Like, we have to just keep them going out and getting rid of them. We may have to wipe out them, I think. But we need to be able to, be able to control that. We need to somehow terraform this one here, which I don't think we can. Let's have a quick look and see. Where's the science worlds? It's industrial. Okay, we can terraform from lava. In that case, I will actually move across here. And I'll take this world as well, just to extend out. Or even to get 3 costs. Another lava world there. Not quite enough to kill it off. That's going to sort of stop them from coming up this way a little bit. Yeah, I think what I might do is grab myself another of the explorers there, and we'll look to sort of settle some of these other worlds just to extend our range. It's going to give me more income as well. Now they're sort of going to be off attacking these other guys anyway if I leave them alone. Let's just move back up into our territories. Take that one. There's a carrier down the bottom there. Not that I can do much with that. I don't know what that one's doing. Okay, it's out of their network. I should be able to wipe this one out if I needed to. Oh, what have we got there? What sort of tech is that? Automated farming and orbital colliders. I'll take that, thank you. But one shot here. They may attack back this other side. Let's just go with it. Now we don't have this yet, but next turn we should then have it because it's in the process of capturing. Let's leave that one where that is. And we'll get the bulwark down here. We may want to look at switching to convert metal into energy. Sorry, that's technology. It's this one here I want. The bulwark. So we'll start to sort of push our way out now into these others. Alright, the ship, this one here can still move, but I'll skip that ship. That one can also move, but it moves outside my area, so I'll then lose more energy, so I'll skip that ship as well. Everything else is good. We'll just end our turn there. Good. They're now attacking each other. Good, he's leaving me alone. I think we need to take this miner out while we can. Now we've got this tech, so we've got you're in the lead. You're in the lead with 3 victory points now. So we need 2 more. Your converter was attacked by an unknown ship outside of our sensor range. That's okay. This one here. So it's from over here somewhere. What we need to do though is to destroy this ship. I'm just going to keep on terraforming these, and I can now put this one back out into an industrial planet, which I think I'll do. Actually, we've got this one as well. This is actually one where we get even more energy. Energy is really the thing that we need the most. So I can convert these across into, I can push it down into a desert and then across into one of our homeworld types. But let's just go that way. So we'll make it into an industrial world, and then we can settle it next turn. Now these guys are coming up into our home world. I'm going to have to just take it out. So we need more protection. Back down this way. I'll go and grab another explorer because they move at 3. So if it does move up, I may be able to then do other things, but this is going to hurt me with my energy. This one's also out now, so we're costing the energy in through there. We can destroy this one relatively easily. Get that one back. Now the bulwark only really works if we don't move it. Which means I can't then go and build another ship there. Oh, we got it! We got it. Another carrier. Don't know if it'll last very long. That's good. We're starting to now push at least these guys back a bit. Should we invade that world? I think we should. Looks like they're under threat, so let's take this world off them. And our turn there. There's nothing much else I can build. I've sort of built everything I can up this way. Where are these guys going? There's the bulwark. Oh, we survived that bit, but not for long. Need to stay alive if we can. Oh, here we go. So Zilmi is saying, if you have any questions about the game, I was involved in the development and have about 200 hours under my belt. This is both for the streamer and people in chat. Thank you for that. Zilmi is saying, what have I missed so far? Is it worth to watch the VOD afterwards? I don't know, actually. I would be interested in your assessment of where we are. In that case, I've got a mountain of metal. It's sort of, we're under threat. Like it's sort of, yeah. So I'm only playing on the, I forget what it's called. Whatever the next difficulty up from is from medium. But we certainly haven't had it all our own way, which has been good. This thing here is now a problem because I now have to chase this one down. We need to keep on coming back in and taking back the energy. It's good, like the fact that this thing is actually heading down. Ship requires an order. I'm not sure what that's doing. We'll just take these back and follow back in just to get more energy as we sort of follow this ship back up. It's going for our techs, which we have to be careful of. We've got 46 there. I'll just go back into the text now. What else do we have? Actually, what do we need? Home planets. Allies. 1 of 3. I'm not going to be able to get all 3 because they've already destroyed them. I'm going to have to go for home planets. So we're saying, Zilmi Big Ask, is there plans for multiplayer? This is like made for multiplayer. Yeah, that's a very good question because it's so simple that it actually works as a multiplayer. The turns are very, very quick. They're not overwhelming. It's not as if you have to think a lot. It's a really, really good balance. It's very, very cool. The other thing is, what else was there that we were looking at? Now we've got Pandora's Echo there. Just going to go and settle this one. I mean, the turns are nice and fast. They're very, very good. So Adrian Soda's saying, what's this? Something new at last? Yes, it is new. And yeah, so this is a game, as I said before, I was like, it's funny because I get so many games that sort of come across, you know, like in my emails every day. And I was not going to pick this one up. Like it was one of these games where I thought, no, the graphics don't look right. I actually, and I was so pleasantly surprised with it. It's very, very good. This is still a big problem down here. Now, I wanted to bombard this world, but I need to destroy this and this. Now, this is an invader. I can start to whittle away at this one as well. Got 3 moves there. Now, the bulwark's going to have to move off anyway. I can't fire once the bulwark's done that one. I can still get another ship there. Now these carriers are going to wipe this one out next turn, but I might as well at least do some damage. The other thing, there's a few things actually as we've been playing it. It would be really cool to have like a keyboard shortcut to hide the ships and another keyboard shortcut to actually show on top what the income is across the whole map. That would be very, very helpful. What other things have we got through here? Remote rendering. I don't really want those. I'll grab that one there. This guy's going to cause me a lot of issues next turn. It'll be able to get all the way up into the corner. I'm not going to be able to. Actually, we'll be able to chase it there. I'll be able to get one shot on it with this ship. And we do need to keep on getting more ships in. So we'll just keep on going. Where are we? Another bulwark, I think. And we'll just keep on moving that down to start to help out in these other locations. I'm going to try to save this ship. they can't fire back. So we sort of get like free shots there. I wonder if I should have moved that one off there. Do I need more production? Do we need more things? Then we've got the chemical plant, which is new. We don't have, actually we do have hydroponic farms there. Gas is not what I want, it's energy. Fusion reactors that turns gas into fusion, metal synthesizer. Yeah, we don't want to go that way. We're getting plus 10 gas. Look, I might throw a few of these up into some of these areas. Let's get a couple of them. And we've got so much that we can spend in here. Okay, so that's the chemical plant. I really don't have that many gas extractors. Got one up there, which I can't really make use of. I think another starport. Just in there, it's going to give me 3 in sort of proximity, which will then allow me to build up quickly. It will also allow me to then go and heal up ships. Let's go and do that. Now, what are we up to in the comments there? So, A2 Zilan is saying hi, and who? Hi, Demon Girl, Mortal Boy is saying hi. I'm actually a bit of a jester myself. There we go. How's it going, Daz? It's this. I'm really enjoying this game. Next ship. So we have the carrier. I can't get close enough to that ship to take it out. I'll have to let the others just do their thing. Move this down into the fight. That's done. Next ship. Can't do anything else there. We'll just skip that ship. This one does have a lot of armor. Whoa, was that a crash? Yes, it is. Alright, that's the first crash I've had with it. I'm not sure if it does that much for people, but that's interesting. Not good, of course. See how far we lose from it. So if we just go back into load, there we go. Saves every single turn. That's good. It saved at the end of the turn as well. So yeah, I'm up to the end turn. Yep, I took those locations, which is what we were trying to avoid. There's a lot of damage that can come back this way. That's good. They went back that side. Okay. Now, that one wasn't really a big problem for me. We now must take this back. Well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, it did crash, which isn't good, particularly for such a simple game. Oh, we didn't get to kill it. We need to take these back. I'm going to have to destroy these, even though they're sort of attacking the other way. Where's the... I thought I had a small ship. No, I built a bulwark there. Okay. I need to build this another small explorer ship just so I can take this industrial planet. Did I just go straight on top of the spaceport? I did too. Yeah, okay. So I've got one spaceport left down in here. Oh, we didn't get to kill it. That's interesting. These cruises have been great. Them across. And to get another ship in through here, I think. So, Zico saying, did it crash? Oh, here we go. So Zico is the dev. So, thanks for playing our game. We'll add the keyboard shortcut features into our backlog. Hopefully we can add them soon. That'd be cool. That's great. Thank you for popping in, actually. Did it crash or was it an ad break? Yes, it did. That's the first one I've had. Yeah, Zilmi is saying yes, unfortunately. Sorry. No, not a problem. Not a problem at all. It's it's I mean, it was, at least I got back. There was the auto saves there. Very, very cool game, I got to say. Really, really enjoying this a lot. It's got a lot. It's just so nice and simple. Yeah. So the thing I was just trying to think of the things that I would love to see would be a way of keyboard shortcut to hide the ships, a way of filtering the income so you can see what you've actually got. More things like that. More map controls, like in the top right corner. You know, like these sorts of things, like where you can sort of see the range is great. And sort of zooming back in on your home world is fine, but just more of those I think would be awesome. But I think initially hiding the ships, because so many of the things you sort of recognize shapes, but you don't really recognize a lot of the other bits and pieces. So, like, you know, knowing what's under there, you've got to actually click on it. So that were, I think, the big things. The other one, which has been mentioned a few times now in chat, was because the game is so simple in terms of, you know, the actual gameplay loop and stuff like that, is with the multiplayer would be great as a multiplayer game, which I think it would be. So yeah, I certainly think that that's another option for it. Oh, I didn't want to move out there. These keep on zipping up to sort of get in behind us, which is something we're going to have to protect it. And I've got two ships up there to try to finish these off. So I'll just sort of keep on going back that way, I think. So the Orangutank saying the Steam description sounds interesting. 1 hour game sounds cool. We've been playing for 2 and a bit hours. But I mean, I'm not playing on a small map. But I'm not playing on the largest either. It's not big. It's good. It's very, very good. I was a bit worried it was going to be all over and done with too fast. Now I don't think I'm going to be able to get it done in the time that I've got. We do have an anomaly up there as well, which we can go and take out. But just go to next ship. So this one here can still keep on coming back across. We're already outside of our network, so we'll just keep on just damaging these what we can. I think we're going to have to take out this independent before we can do much else. We've still got one there, so let's just go back across and build another. I think we'll build another invader. Now, see how we've lost the ability to build our carriers? One of these locations. What have we got? Generator terraforming, and yeah, there'll be one of these in through here. Will actually end up if I just press Shift. No, it's none of those. It must be one of these. Yeah, the Oracle. That's what would be. So we've lost the ability to build the Oracle ships, but we'll have that one back next turn. Do we have any more that we can go and build? No, we can't, because the we've now got everything on top of the various stations. Yep, so Zilmi is saying, I think 1 hour mark is when you're quite experienced and don't need to read tooltips anymore. Yeah, I think so. Like, and also, like, I do play games extremely slowly. But the thing I'm so impressed about is just how different every game can be. It's I'm finding that really, really fascinating. There's so many different factors with what you can then go and do. Now we've got this ship here. I think we're far enough away that we don't need to worry about it, but I could take it into Luther's Mall more anyway and just have it ready to go. Let's do that. It's these little independents are the ones that have actually caused me the most trouble. Wow, round she goes. Yeah, we haven't protected ourselves very well at all. Okay, we got hit by long range. I don't have any cruisers, as in I've got one that I acquired, but I don't actually have any myself. All right, we want to take this back, but I don't want to use this for it. So I'll come into here and attack this with this one. Oh, that was the other thing as well. It would be nice to see what damage you're going to do. Like a predictive aspect would be very, very cool as well. Just to be able to sort of, like when you come up to a fight. So, for example, this fight here with this invader. Like, I don't know what damage I'm going to do. It's sort of telling me down here I'm going to be doing 10 damage out of 6 attacks, but it's not telling me really what they've got. This Oracle, Harless 54. It just would be nice if there was, so the shielding is up completely. So not enough to actually take it out. That would be nice to sort of see what the damage is likely to be. Okay, orangutans is pointing up. So, yeah, Zico saying games as a medium have so much freedom. I was heavily inspired by Shadow Empire to make this game. Well, there you go. Yet this game plays nothing like Shadow Empire. No, it doesn't. It's nothing at all like it. But that's very cool. I like how games inspire things. I like this. Shadow Empire is one of those games you have to learn to be able to play it, whereas this one you don't. It's so intuitive. It's actually I mean that in the best possible way. Now we're going to lose that. Just get that one done. Yeah, this thing has really changed what's going on here. And they've got another one that's now moved into there. Gee, we've got troubles here. We don't have it all our own way. Oh, hang on. So, sorry, I missed that one. You can save damage prediction by holding the right mouse button, and it attacks only went until you. Oh, okay. Can I do it with that? Not sure what that means. Let's just go and have a look and see. Oops, I don't want to do that. Next ship. So what's the prediction? Is that it's going to destroy it? Oh, there we are. Right. Well, there you go. I didn't realise. Let's move back into the protection of the asteroid belt there. This thing's going to keep on coming back up as well. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, Zilmi saying this reminds me the most of the Gaia project because of how and when only the map type looks and how the terraforming works. Yeah, I don't know, like the Gaia project didn't do much for me, to be honest. But I'm really enjoying this one. Now we've lost these two. We want them back, but they're not critical. I think we need more abilities to build back up in here. I'm going to build another spaceport at the top, just so that I can actually build ships to protect the home world. It's surprising how many of their ships have been able to get through this region of space. And we've got Pandora's Echo. We want to get 3 costs next as well. Now I've got 2 ships up there. They'll be able to take those on. I'll just stay in the network there and just skip that ship now. This one's down fairly low. I think I just wanted that one to sort of clean itself up, so I'll just stay where we are there. We'll skip that ship. This one also needs to heal up a little bit. I'll just keep that on Luther's Moor. So Alex Peter's saying, I skipped over this game 2 times when it came over on Steam. The Steam page doesn't stand out. It looks like a generic asset flip game. Only now when you're playing it and explaining it kicked for me. Yes, I know. It was. I didn't see any gameplay, but it was actually the what people wrote about it and just the degree of enjoyment people had. Even with just the demo, it was sort of one of those things where I'm thinking, oh, gee, I'm glad I actually partook in this one. Now we do actually have a starport there as well. I find some of these graphics look very much the same, which I would like. I wish that they were a bit more defined as to what they were. Even like a little text, starport, whatever it actually is, just in little text underneath it, like not in white, just in something that's just very, very simple. Just to like that would be another cool thing to have in the list of map features to turn on or off descriptions. Just for new players would be really, really quite nice. Okay, we've got the bulwark. I think I do want to head this way and destroy these guys. So let's move on out. That gives me 2 more of these that I can now go and build. So let's just go back in. The invaders are going to be more valuable to me, I think. And I'll grab another explorer as well. Just for taking some of these worlds. Ooh, was that my converter ship? I think it was. What have we got in research that we can now get? There we go. So we can actually get our converter battleship there now. Agriculture and science terraforming. Increased battleship sensor range. That's the carrier sensor range. I think the battleship sensor range would be more valuable to us. Oh, that's the other thing. It would be nice to also know all of the techs available and how they might kick in. What do we got through there? Oh, so Yumona Union has now taken the lead with 3, more than us. What did we lose? Techs. Yeah, they've taken the tech lead. Alright, so we need to get on top of that again. Again, these guys are just all over the place in here, making life difficult for us. We've taken all of these back again. Yeah, so we lost the tech that gave us the extra speed. So we've now got it back. Next turn we'll be back up to fast speed again. Just keep on sort of whittling away through these. Can't do anything else there. That one's okay where it is. These are going to fire back. Yeah, so I can sort of see the damage. I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage there. And then we've got almost, we can almost kill it there. Oh, hang on, he's going to get a shot back at me. Oh, he didn't this time. I'm not sure why. Not sure why I couldn't. Now, we'll go back in and build yet another ship. I can get another Oracle for in there if I wanted to. So I've lost the ability to get the other ships. Got all of these back. Didn't lose any others, I don't think. Oh, the Phantoms are no longer allied with us. It's because somebody else has now taken... Oh, it's because we've lost that tech. We should be okay again when we get that tech back, I think. An Oracle ship there. That's nice, yeah, so just by doing that I can sort of see that I'm not going to be able to kill it, but just, which is fine. Did more damage than I thought it would. Oh, we got that ship. Can't do anything with it just yet. I like the simplicity of, you know, of what the ships can all do. Right, so I can build another ship back up there. Need to get these back on site again. So what do we need there? What sort of ship should we grab? Let's get another explorer ship. Actually, I can get a couple of ships there. I'll get another bulwark down in here just for defense. Actually, one thing that's also refreshing is there's no way you can save all your ships. So, like quite often when I play games, I don't like to lose anything at all. And in this game, you just have to, which is actually quite nice. I've got that one there. I might have to get another... Actually, no, I can still build tech in there. Alright, so we'll just go back across into the technology. So that is the converter ship. Metal is... We don't have any problem at all with metal. Terraforming I don't really want. I'll go that way. Actually, sorry, what do we need? What do we need for these guys? Surveyors. The ether rendering. Okay, that gets us back up. Surveyors are no longer allied with them. Alright, let's not go after them anymore. I looked at the wrong one. The Phantoms. What do they want? They want astro processing tech. We may still be able to get one. Let's grab another research lab in here. Oh, I can't get it this turn. I don't think I can get any more tech, so it looks like I still can somewhere. That's astro processing there. What do they want? Yeah, I need to get the top one, so I don't have enough. I need to keep on building more things. Alright, we'll end our turn there. So they're no longer at war with us, for now. Well, we need to wipe one of these guys out. We're sort of in the right in the middle now. We probably would have been better to go around the sides. I'm going to terraform this across into generator planet. So we'll at least be able to take all of this back out again. Now if we move there, this is now controlled by the surveyors. If we just click it again, we then get to sort of see everything else that's around us. That's a problem that the surveyors... Procedural camouflage. Yeah, that's nice. Brute force. Now that should get us back. Yeah, Phantoms are now allied with us again. So back over here. And surveyors were not that far off either. If we can just push down. I don't know if we're allowed to move into there. And what that then means. Surveyors are neutral. We're so close to pushing them off anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure what happens. So neutral minor nations do not initiate large-scale aggressive wars. They will defend their territory and pursue their own interests, but may become hostile or form alliances as circumstances change. I think I want this. It's still neutral. That's okay. We now have the three movement in through these survey ships again. Can I trust that they will be okay? I just don't know. Keep moving down. Now that will be able to destroy that. Oh, we got one, another one. That's great. That is great. Can we? Hopefully, we can keep it. I can't hit that one, unfortunately, and we've got two of them that are coming. So I'm going to leave these guys here alone. It's funny, I thought they could fire back. Maybe they need to be able to see us. Oh, they've got a lot of them. Yeah, that'll destroy that one. Get into the asteroid belt. Yeah, maybe we keep on pushing down into here, into these areas. Bring them down. Yeah, if we can sort of race forward with these now. And just push in as hard as we can against their location. I think that will help. And we should be able to go and grab those Oracle ships back again. Got the converter now as well, which is worth a lot more than the others. Oh, we need a starport. I thought there was a starport there. What is that? There's a starport. Yeah, I'm not sure why we can't use that. Oh, it looks like we've just taken it. Did we lose it? Not sure how or why that happened. Bring the bulwark down. If we can't use it, I might as well just keep it there for a second. That's pretty much it. Okay, we're now in the lead. Yep, so we're in the lead with the Amino Union as well. Alright, we'll keep on pushing down with these ships. Grab a converter ship there. Everything's secure at the back there now. Peter saying to Zico, the developer, you need to understand with a short look at the Steam page what the game is. I was unable to figure it out in 30 seconds and nothing stood out to me. You have to explain better and clearer. And also distinguish it from other actual bad games that look the same at a quick glance. Yeah, that's good feedback actually. Oh, there we go, we just lost another one. Or was that them that lost it? I wasn't looking. I think, no, that was the cruiser that we picked up. I think that's good feedback. Yeah, so Alex Peter's saying, now granted it's taken 3 to 5 minutes to study the store page, I would have understood better and maybe picked the game up, but most people don't spend that long. Yeah, I think it's sort of, it's funny, like, you've got to hit them between the eyes with, and I don't know what would be the overriding message, you know, like to actually sort of, to push forward with the game. Like it's interesting in that sort of sense. Now, we've really got to pretty pick on one of these. Nothing coming back. This one's sort of a bit exposed. But yeah, it's such a surprise pack, this game. This one's taken a lot of damage. I need to get down into here. That's a bulwark. Let's take that. Push their research back out away. Now that fires back at that point. So that's no good. I like that. Thank you for explaining that little tooltip there about the holding down the key. Which way do we want to go? I can actually get to there as well. Do even more damage here. This is what I wanted though. So we'll colonize this industrial world. This then gives me more range out through this other side as well. Be able to then go and build other bits and pieces. Energy is looking healthy now. It's now gas that's going to be the problem for us. Oh, there's another little world over here. Desert planet. It's not going to matter much, but it doesn't really... Actually, it does extend a bit more than what we thought. Yeah, I'll just keep on trying to push. Like, if we can get this world in here. Now I can terraform it with that one if I wanted to. I like that you can actually you don't have to use a particular type of ship to do anything at all. Like all the ships do certain things, but they still have a uniqueness about them, which is really quite nice. That one doesn't fire back. That one kills that one off and then moves down. That one can't fire anymore. Let's get this gas. No, we don't get hold of that one because we don't control the world. So have a bit of a look around and see what else there is. I still haven't been down there yet. These all fire back. So I don't think I want to do that just yet. I can get all the way down to there with this ship. That's going to force its hand a little bit to at least attack me. So let's just go and do that one. Now, what's the homeworlds of these guys? It's an unknown ocean world, so that's not it. Just gonna grab myself a drink of water, be right back. Actually, you know what this game is? This is a light version of Interstellar Space Genesis. That would be the closest game to it, or even Stars in Shadow. It's sort of like it's like a simplified, and not, I don't mean a dumbed down version, but it's a cleaner, more streamlined version of those games. I think is the way it sort of feels, which is quite nice. I should be able to kill that one off. Good. They've got so many carriers. We need to counter that with other ships. Just invaders is enough. Converters. The upkeep's still the same. So grab more converters. Got another one up there. I'm going to have to push this way as well. I think another bulwark, just to sort of create like a front line. That'll do us initially. So, what have we got? I'm going to have to get going in about 10 minutes. Yeah, so Chris is saying, yeah, I mentioned earlier that the sound effects sound very Stars in Shadow-like, at least they do for me. Yeah, it does remind me, like the actual gameplay itself reminds me. The immersion of Stars in Shadow was sort of next level, but that was because it was based on sort of like a comic that was made for the game. So they did a great job in Stars in Shadow in terms of the of combining those sorts of like different genres and stuff with the way that they could not genres. They created an element of surprise with it. Actually, I don't think I can actually do anything through there. And I think it was just because of the personality. That's what I'm trying to think of. They created a real personality for it. Now we still have more. I've only got 13 there. I'm not going to worry about any more tech at this stage. Now, where do we want to go with this? Just leave that one where that is. I think I'll keep this one back. And that one can't do it. Oh, actually, we can bombard the planet. There we are. That's interesting. So even though we can't fire at other ships, we can still do the planet bombardment. This will then take this planet away from this particular player. I assume we couldn't do that. taking their tech back. Those converter ships are strong. Yeah, with their shielding, it's very, very good. Chris saying, shame Stars and Shadow has been abandoned. I felt that it was a few more deals. Yeah, I agree. I think it was an excellent game. Excellent game. Now, we can smash this one, but we end up losing. I think we can just keep on pushing back in here. We need to get a planet down this way. That one there, I get this tech. Do we have any small craft nearby? Not really. Okay, that one moves out. Oh, yes I do. I've got one there. One fires back. They both fire back. We'll terraform this one. So we've got a desert world. I think I'm just going to keep on sending it back to the generator worlds. Although, what does this one give me? Extends the network range of the planet by 1. Increases shield of... Actually, that's not bad. Let's do that one, a hub planet. In the center there, that's going to give me a lot of control. So if I just go back out to... Oh, we can't terraform into... Oh, we can only go one way. I can go this way. I'm going to do that. Still get an attack coming back the other way. Well, that one can destroy that one. Now we can kill it. Now I can terraform if I wanted to with this one, but I want to sort of save it if I can. It's got a bit of trouble. If I attack this one, we end up losing this particular one there. I would like to see more about what's in around. Nobody controls that. Now I can destroy it with the bulwark. That's gone. Another one there. That'll come back and destroy this one. Looks like this might be the home area. Destroys that one. Okay, we're pushing out now, which is good. We'll get this world next. I'm bringing these down. There's an invader. There's nothing damaged in around here. Now use these to finish that one off. This is good, so we're on the march here a little bit. Actually, that's funny because I've got to go to the beach and have a swim. So that's why I'm sort of looking at the clock and thinking, but I'm going to. It is one of these one more turn games. Thoroughly enjoyable. Thoroughly enjoyable. Now, do we move across? I think we do. This is the Independent. We've got heaps and heaps of this. I really haven't been building very effectively, but I do have to leave it here, guys. I guess we're pushing forward. Yeah, it's a really cool game. So anyway, this is again ASTRO Protocol. Very cool little board game. It's so much like a board game. I really can't think of another Space 4X which is as board gamey as this that I've actually enjoyed this much. It's the mechanics are great. The everything is just really cool. Like it's like as I said, there's a few user interface and user experience things that could be improved, but overall, very cool. So you guys saying thanks a lot for playing. I'm really honoured you played it. Enjoy your content a lot. Thanks for that. No, this is a very cool game. Like it's it deserves the 100% rating that it's got on Steam. So well done. This is a really nice game. It hasn't tried to be too many things too. Like it's sort of like it would be. I'm guessing it would be tempting to have it so that you could only colonize, if you wanted to, with scout ships, or only do certain things with different types of ships. And that's not the case with this game. It's very like any ship can colonize, any ship can terraform. I really like that. I really like that a lot. It just means that the game has been sort of simplified down to so it just purely plays as a tactical game. Very cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. And I will actually Sizzle saying sometimes a game is not abandoned, it's just finished. We're talking about Stars and Shadow now. It was abandoned. It was actually, there was development still going on, and then they stopped, I think, from what I can remember. I was disappointed of the way it ended because I thought it was such a good game. But anyway, we'll leave it there, and I will catch you guys tomorrow if you're around. I don't know what I'll be playing tomorrow, actually. I sort of feel like finishing this off, but I don't think I've got another couple of hours of gameplay in it. I think it's once we get rid of this player. Is that an Ocean World? Ocean Home Planet. There it is. We're getting very close to winning, so I don't think there's 2 hours in it. Playing Zephon, says Beacon. Yeah, I don't know. Zephon, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to think. I've got a lot of games to play, like a lot of games that I haven't actually tried. But this one, I started playing this one yesterday, and it really grabbed my attention when just doing the tutorial. It was like, wow, this is actually there's something more than the beyond the look of it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow if you're around.